Hancock here with PAXL and Help PANCE Panery. I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the most important ways in which the PANCE is put together and really the way that they look at a lot of the questions. And even though we might want, or it might be easier if a question said, Mary is tired and fatigued and she has dry hair and brittle nails, does she have hypothyroidism? That's unlikely the way your question is going to be, right? We're going to get deeper. Specifically with the PANCE, the most important thing is subtle difference between similar topics. That's the differentiation that's going to make you successful. Most of us can probably get down to the last two potential questions, correct? Or answers, I should say. But it is the difference that's important because it's a subtle difference. So for example, we're going to go through a test question today and just give you an idea of what we might be. So it's not a matter of, does Susie have hypothyroidism? It's not that. It's subtle differences between similar topics, which is why we recommend strongly you study those PANCE blueprint topics that are very similar to each other. It's one of the things that Help PANCE Panery does better than anybody else. Put them in groups where you can actually study those together, because you know if there's a question on croup, that bronchiolitis is probably going to be a distractor, right? You got to know those subtle differences. Always focusing on that. Put the information in an organized fashion. Pull it out during the test in an organized fashion. You can find it easy too. Very, very important. So let's talk a little bit about the way a question might be structured and exactly what I mean by subtle differences, similar topics. Also why it's true that we actually have to know a lot of higher level medicine for this test. It's not really just general practice. In the case of thyroid, a lot of it's endocrinology stuff as well. So for example, if I gave you this question, the presence of which of the following differentiates hyperthyroidism in Graves from that hyperthyroidism in a toxic thyroid nodule? And I said, high cardiac output failure. That would not be an answer because it's true in most, if not all, causes of hyperthyroidism, not specifically Graves. How about atrial fibrillation? Same thing. True in hyperthyroidism, not necessarily Graves. Lid lag. True in hyperthyroidism, not necessarily in Graves. Increased systemic vascular resistance. True in hyperthyroidism, not just Graves. But the presence of antibodies to TSH would be correct, as this only occurs in Graves' disease. Very important. We also have to know the subtle difference between the antibodies that are positive in both Graves and in Hashimoto's, meaning that you have autoimmune disease, but it is the only antibody to TSH. That's the only antibody that differentiates Graves itself. That's a subtle difference, similar topic. That's the type of thing you're going to need to know. And that's when you study, you're going to have to focus on. Focus on those similar things that might kind of mess you up. Make sure you know the subtle differences. And again, when you choose a review product, you're doing it by a product that speaks to you, but a product that actually does that for you. The medical information is the same. The only difference in a review product is whether or not they can differentiate for you those things you need to know to save you all that time. And so you just need to study it and be successful. With that, guys, have a great day.